Sup everybody? Hope all y'all are doing undeniably fan-frickin-tastic out there. It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's vlog day once again. But folks, today's Sup Everybody was originally scheduled to be something else completely, entirely. But in light of the recent Josh situation, some things have come to my attention, and I felt it best to go ahead and address it while I could today. Originally, today, Queen Enterprises was supposed to be on the vlog, and we were supposed to address some kind of big news about both of us, but I've talked to her about this, and she's okay with it. She'll be back next week. We'll address this next week. Alright. But, anywho, yeah. Some time has passed after... Alright, so, where do I begin? Last week, shortly after I finished filming the vlog talking about Josh Ellisor, some things have came to my mind. Alright. For one, there was a big discovery that I had to look into. And the second thing that came to my mind didn't come till like a day later. After I was already in the process of getting the vlog itself uploaded. But I'll start with that part first. What did I discover last Monday? Well, not discover, but think about. It's hard to believe that now, coming up in December, it's already been 10 years since I graduated. Almost dang near a decade now since I graduated. Because remember, originally I was supposed to graduate in 2013 with my diploma, but those plans fell through, and I ended up having to get my GED from the adult ed program. Now, mind you, the adult ed program, it's not exactly a publicly advertised or recognized program. So it's not like a high school graduation where hundreds of people are going to show up in droves. No. Per graduating student, you might get lucky if, I don't know, 5-10 people at the max show up. I don't know. But let's see here. With the exception of my brother last week. No. Not last week. Where did I get that from? With the exception of my mom and my brother 10 years ago, who all showed up for the graduation? Alright. From people I remember in high school, there was, of course, Wabinator. He was there. Old Man TV, Tyler Hercules, he was there. But even though he did go to the same school with me, I didn't actually start hanging out with him until like 2015, 2016. So, yeah. So, yeah, Tyler was there, Wait, no. Yeah, me and Tyler did know each other in 2014 too, because, yeah, he showed up to my, for my 20th birthday back then. Yeah. Okay. So Wabinator was there. Tyler Hercules was there. Who else? Derek was there, but I think he actually graduated in 2012. Zion Kishimoto, formerly known as the Holiday Penguin, he was there. Which, by the way, I saw Zion walking the streets the other day. He was wearing like a cool cosplay trench coat or something, but yeah, he's doing alright. Not sure if a path will ever lead him back to SSP again, but we'll see. But two other folks I remember that... Oh, yeah. My friend Adam, he was there. Yes, Adam was there too. Alright, but other folks that wasn't at the high school with me was this guy named, Guy. Yeah, he was there. and Josh was there especially. Remember, Josh, he didn't go to the high school with me. We never went to the same school together. No. But he still showed up for me anyway, and at that point, Josh had only known me, what was it, I think, going on 3 years at that point. Yeah, seeing me very sparingly for 3 years, Josh still shows up for my graduation. And, matter of fact, if you go back and take a look at that graduation video, you'll see a particular spot in the video where I'm standing in the middle between Derek and Josh, and all three of us, we do the whole booyah thing together, and that clip even got included into the Let It Roll SSP Decade intro. Yeah, so completely forgot that Josh wasn't even there at my graduation until last week. But yeah, the other big discovery that came to my mind also involves Eddie Guerrero. Alright. Now, I remember talking about last week about how it was 3 years ago that Josh gave me this Eddie Guerrero action figure. Alright. But something had crossed my mind and I had to look into it, and when I did, I was baffled. Alright, now I know this is just coincidence, and I know this is just convenient timing, whatever you want to call it, but I still found this very, very, odd. Alright. So, Josh gave me this Eddie Guerrero action figure. Okay? And he gave me this Eddie Guerrero action figure 3 years ago. But 3 years later, it was announced that Josh had passed away on November the 12th. But I didn't receive the word of it until November 13th, the very next day while I was at work. Now, for those of you that don't know, November the 13th, November 13th, 2005 was the same day that Eddie Guerrero had passed away. Holy moly. Viva la Raza. So yeah, Josh, November 12th. Eddie Guerrero, November 13th. Almost 20 years to the date. But me, again, I didn't find out until November 13th. Technically full circle. Technically. Or at least a full oval. Something like that. Anywho. But, yeah, again, still missing Josh down here. And look, I've been trying to kind of, challenge myself to an extent this week. Because I'll admit, I've been kind of, troubled by a few things personally. And once news broke about Josh, I had to kind of vent. I kind of had to vent about a few things and reach out to some friends that I haven't talked to in a while. And it's been a really good blessing. And now I could have vented to my Booyah crew. Alright. And for those of you that don't know who's in my Booyah crew, currently the people in my Booyah crew are, of course, me, Carter, Lex Labyrinth, Spurk Sauce, and David. Alright. Oh, yeah. And of course, Queen Enterprises, too. But yeah, those are my Booyah crew members. I could have sent my advice to. I could have sent my issues to them, but I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to reach out to some old friends, and I've been using that term very loosely. I wanted to reach out to some old acquaintances. Yes, I wanted to reach out to some old acquaintances to, like, I don't know, spark something else new, I guess. I don't know. But the thing about Josh was, like I said, Josh was somebody that never looked at anybody as inferior. He never looked at anybody as an extra. Alright? And that's something that I really want to do too going forward. I'm wanting to try and break the rules of what my Asperger's are supposed to be. I'm kind of wanting to break the rules of me being shy. And I know it's going to be a hard struggle to do, but it's something I just feel like I got to do regardless, eventually. Even if it means taking baby steps one day at a time. But, anyway, last Sunday, I had written out a note only to myself. I'm not sure if it was actually last Monday or Tuesday. One of those. I know it had to be sometime this week. But I wrote a letter to myself. And I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but something was telling me to just write it down, record your voice for a private voice message, and then send it out. As I asked myself, who am I going to send it to? But no, I didn't have to worry about that. I just had to take this one step at a time. So I took a deep breath and I read everything that I wrote out for my frustrations. And then I just reached out to a couple of people in my church. I reached out to a couple of friends that I haven't talked to in quite a while. And it actually turned out better than I thought it did. And hopefully going forward, somebody actually starts seeing my messages, and who knows, somebody else might pop up here on SSP here in the near future. Who knows? But again, baby steps one day at a time. Okay? But anyway, this week has been kind of busy, and I know this week's going to get a little bit busier, considering Thanksgiving is coming up Thursday. I'm also not sure if I addressed it or not, but there's not going to be another show here for Action Pack Wrestling, at least not until the 28th. No. There's not going to be a show this coming Friday. No, there's going to be a show coming up on December 12th. And, folks, I have been trying to find a new booking literally anywhere. I've been trying to find a new booking literally anywhere before this year is over with. I've been trying to find a way to organize and book a match where James SelfStandard is defending the Christmas Championship. And if I can't do that, I don't know. I literally don't know how I'm going to go about doing this going forward. Because I tried reaching out to one promotion, but no, they're booked for the rest of the year. Technically, no. Both of them are booked for the rest of the year. And one of them was already booked for the rest of the year. And they told me this, like, back in October. One promotion, they just left me on read. Like, they do not want to message me back at all. I'm like, I get it. Y'all hate my guts now, apparently. Just flush 10 years down the toilet like it didn't mean nothing. So they saw my message and they just said, nope, do not invite him back ever. But they didn't tell me that. I messaged 2 other promoters, but no, neither of them has seen my message yet. Somebody said that they was going to look into a booking opportunity for me, but they haven't gotten back to me yet. So, I don't know when my next match is going to be. I have no idea when it's going to be. And it might just be professionally impossible for James SelfStandard to defend the Christmas Holly Jolly Holiday Championship anywhere. If push comes to shove, I'm really going to hate to do this. If push comes to shove, I might have to book a, I don't know, Christmas Jeopardy for the title against somebody. I don't even know who I'm going to invite to be the host, and I don't know who I'm going to invite to be the opponent. It's a very confusing time right now. But look, folks, I got stuff to figure out this week. I know I got a lot of work I got to do to get ready for Thanksgiving and the holidays coming up. And I know I still got SSP duties I got to fulfill here at SSP this week as well. And, you know, I still haven't even watched Full Gear yet. I still haven't watched Full Gear yet, but hopefully I get time later on today after I upload this vlog. I might be watching it while I'm in the kitchen cleaning up. Trying to get ready for Thanksgiving. Which, by the way, right now, this is what I have planned for the week. Tomorrow might be an episode of Promo Synthesis. Wednesday, an episode of My Dear Letters. Thursday is actually going to be an episode of I Draw. I know normally I like to put my drawings on a Friday, but I'm making an exception this week because of Thanksgiving, and I'm going to be drawing Nightwolf from Mortal Kombat. But the thing about Nightwolf is, though, I went back and took a look at the footage of me drawing him. The camera filled up before I reached my filming limit before I could get the red color pencil involved. So the color kind of gets cut off while I'm drawing it. So keep that in mind when you go to watch it. Then of course, Friday, that's when the OSG will be ready. Saturday, of course, Ring Ramblings for Survivor Series. And Sunday might be the Molden Days. Yeah, I'm gonna see if Grandpappy Papa wants to get off his old keister booty and film something this week. Alright, oh, excuse me. Apologies. Alright. But yeah, y'all just stay tuned to SSP, see what goes on. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. And until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year round. Booyah. I'm out. And here comes my hug of appreciation. Bye.